for never mind the money, it's more about the pride. And I can tell you that there's still cloak and dagger stuff from both sides as I was speaking to the head coaches, the managers and everybody else as well. They are deadly serious about this competition and they want to win it. So the team's almost ready to enter into this magnificent stadium, which is the Gloria Sriwijaya in Palembang, the capital of the rubber trade throughout the world. The mascots and the FIFA Fair Play flag are marched out into the centre of the pitch, and we will get our first look at the two teams that will be going head to head. It's actually nice to see there are a few fans that have started to trickle into the stadium. It is of course an under-18s competition, and this is the future, and I can tell you already there are one or two players to keep an eye out for and to keep an eye on, that is for sure. So as is customary, the teams will line up, the handshakes will commence. It's nice to see all the mascots there as well, having their big time in the limelight and having the opportunity to be part of what is turning into an annual festival more than an event, a proper festival of football with teams coming from far and wide. There will, however, be a 1 minute silence for the AirAsia Indonesian plane that went down, AirAsia 8501.
Selesai. Ladies and gentlemen, please take down.
So of course, our thoughts and prayers of everybody here involved in this competition go out to the families of 8501. But respect has been shown from everybody here in the stadium, which is always nice to see. So the handshakes are there. You can see the physical size of the Liverpool side. That may play its part in today's game, but what will play its part is the heat and the conditions. That may go against this Liverpool side, who arrived late last night. They were the last team to arrive here for this competition, and that is going to make it very, very interesting. Corey Whelan there, the Republic of Ireland international, the centre half. He'll be playing there. There's the Admiral, the skipper Mohamed Admiral, the 17-year-old, and the skipper for Liverpool, Harry Wilson, the youngest ever player to play for Wales, aged just 16 years, 207 days, beating Gareth Bale's previous record. Has been involved in the first team training squad. In fact, Liverpool wanted to bring a few other players, Shiji Ojo and Jordan Rostostat. Unfortunately, they've been in the first team squad, so they were not able to travel because obviously it's a little bit more important, the first teams. These are development squads. But what we can tell you is that out of the squad that has come over here from Liverpool, 13 of the players are from the UK. 6 of them are homegrown from Liverpool itself, and 8 of the players have been with the club since the age of 9 and 10 years old. So a real development path for this Liverpool side to be able to go through, and with the news filtering through that Steven Gerrard will be hanging his boots up from the Liverpool team, they will be looking to see if any of these youngsters can shine and come through as Gerrard did. As for Frenz United, keep an eye on number 10, Reza Karimi. He is the man to watch, who has all the ability and a little bit individualistic, but can open the door when required. So the Frenz United side just coming together. Quick prayer before kick-off as we take our first look at Tom Brewitt, the England Youth International. It's the captain of the under-18s team as well. Strong centre-half who's 17 years old. no-nonsense defender as well, he's been touted as. Luis Travis will be playing at the right back position. He's been at the club since he was 7 years old. That's how long some of these players have been with Liverpool. When you consider that Frenz United Indonesia was only formed 18 months ago, they've been together. Of course, they do have the academy over in Pahang in Malaysia, and here in Indonesia they are trying to replicate that. So we're almost all set to go. It is the opening game of the Frenz International Cup as Frenz United Indonesia take on Liverpool, and straight away Tom Brewitt just getting caught in possession and just having to clear his lines. Good pressure being applied on that occasion from Mohamed Ayub. Fires. Drilled forwards from Wilson. There's another player to look out for Liverpool, Tony Gomez. Portuguese, he's only been at the club for 6 months. He's only 16 years old, but after talking to the staff earlier on, they said that he's definitely one to watch. He has all the attributes to be able to make it. Can he make an impression on this tournament? Brewitt has to go all the way back to Jackson. That's a little bit of a bad ball out from him. Well intercepted by Mohamed Ayub. Well, it's the Frenz United side that's settled down the quicker of the two, that's for sure. Akbar losing out on that occasion. Nima. Long ball played forwards, no nonsense from Corey Whelan. Nicholas. Losing out, clipped over the top there from Akbar, but that'll be no problem for Ben Jackson in goal. We're saying, the Liverpool coaching staff, that there's a little bit of a crisis at this age group at the moment. In fact, Steve McMahon, who's the technical director for Frenz United, his nephew was supposed to travel but broke his finger about a week ago. Actually had surgery on it, Owen Wheeler. No nonsense there. Wilson was bearing down on goal. Asman Baran just clearing his lines. Travis. For the little give and go. Picked up easily by Nima, who wins the throw in. Nima, one of 2 players in this squad that are of Iranian descent. Easily picked up there from Reza. He's the other one. Reza Karimi just couldn't release that ball. The challenge is starting to fly in. Liverpool trying to keep their composure. Gomez, nice little layoff, and now looking for the run of Wilson. Little tuck back there, so that's going to be a free kick. It's a long ball over the top, but Brewitt deals with it. A missed kick for the corner from Ben Jackson. Another one that's been with the academy for a very long time, the keeper. So the first corner of the game goes in favour of Frenz United. Reza Karimi delivers to the penalty spot, headed away from Gomez. Little nudge in the back, not given. Pressure applied. Asman just puts his foot through it. Maja losing out in the middle of the park. Good strong challenge coming in there. No nonsense from Adam Phillips. So Frenz win a free kick. And it will be Azrul that will get things back underway. Drilled into the corner looking for the run of Isaac. Isaac gets his cross in, and solid defending again from Corey Wilson. It needed to be. Once again, this French United side applying the pressure. That's a poor ball in. Wade Maxwell will just allow that one to run behind for a goal kick. So Liverpool will get us back underway. Johnson, Phillips, into Maja. Well read from Amaral, the skipper. Goes down quickly once more. Maxwell. Phillips gets caught with the ball, but just gets away with it. Good pressure again from Frenz. Again, Ben Jackson with the clearance, not convincing. Yugan. Was back there trying to rescue the situation. Whelan comes across to do so. It's a little bit better as Liverpool play their way out of trouble. Gomez. Travis. To Wilson. Travis. Maxwell. Maja Gomez. To Tony Gomez. Maja having to battle. That's a lovely little turn of pace there as well from Maja Gomez. Gets away from two players, tees it up nicely for Wilson. Wilson checks back inside, finds Maja. Maja strikes. Danger not clear yet though, a chance here for Nicholas. Well, the best opportunity of the game so far. It's fallen the way of Liverpool, and the shot in the end going just wide. It was Wilson that initially cut back inside and teed it up nicely for Maja Gomez. There's the first touch. Good block there. Following in though was Callum Nicholas. Fell fortuitously to Gomez, who pulled his shot just wide. Well, that's the closest either side have come, as there's a long ball over the top there. And that's a dangerous one. Chavez having to duck underneath the ball. And a little bit overzealous there in the challenge was Isaac. Liverpool get on with it quickly though. Wilson. One international cap for Wales as Harry Wilson against Belgium on the 15th of October. was actually a World Cup qualifier as well. Not a bad way to start your international career. Nicholas back to Johnson. Phillips. It's a 4-ball held forwards on that occasion from Maxwell. Another ball over the top. Far too heavy from Fires. It's a little ticking off there from Reza Karimi. 10 minutes gone in the Frenz International Cup 2015, the third edition of this competition. Frenz United Indonesia 0, Liverpool 0. And if you thought it was going to be a stroll in the park for Liverpool, you can think again, because this Frenz United side travelled over to Europe, played Liverpool at the Melwood training ground, and actually only came away 2-1 losers. So the development of this squad is there for all to see. Johnson. Madja. Good pressure and good closing down again from Frenz. Whelan. Madja. Not the best ball from Johnson, the Scottish under-16 international, who takes the throw in quickly. Bayo losing out, and here's Gomez again. Gomez skips past the challenge. It's Gomez! Well, he screwed his shot wide, and somehow the ball has found its way behind the goal line. Fires the defender, got away with that one, as did Asman in goal, but another opportunity for Liverpool. That's a lovely bit of play from Maxwell. Gomez. Gomez in with the challenge. He's found its way out wide though. Gomez. Still Gomez. Tried to pull it back into that near post area. Should have done better. Tony Gomez, the 16-year-old, jinking, twisting and turning to create that yard for himself. Not a million miles away, but just enough. Mistimed on that occasion from Maxwell. Johnson to Whelan. Madja. Lovely footwork from Madja. Back inside for Nicholas. Nicholas finds Gomez. Gomez with a layoff. Good 1-2 with Nicholas. The ball just cleared. Anywhere will do at the moment for the Frenz boys. Phillips into Maxwell. Maxwell with time and space to run at the defenders. Maxwell skips past two, bears down on goal. Is that a penalty? A little bit of contact, looked as though it was made, but he did go down easily. The referee not entertaining that at all. Is Wilson. Lovely trickery and footwork from Wilson. Got past two, but just couldn't get past the third. Frenz can breathe a huge sigh of relief. Asman Balan came a long, long way there. Contact was made. Maxwell, the man that went to ground a moment ago, goes in strong with the challenge. Amro. Finds Nima. That's a big switch as well, looking for Nicholas. It's a good ball. Israel doing well defending and on that occasion. Did just enough. Bit of time and space now. Ayub come forwards, tucks it into the channel. It's a great ball as well because Jackson stayed on his line. That should have been the opening goal. Great run from Izat. Ben Jackson glued to his line. The first opportunity for Frenz United. That has given the crowd something to cheer about. Lovely ball played forwards into Reza. Reza Karimi opens the scoring for Frenz United Indonesia. What a cool finish from the Iranian. Absolutely no mistake at all. And Liverpool only have themselves to blame. Well, he scored in a 2-0 victory last week in a friendly against Sriwijaya, and he scored again here. It was a lovely ball threaded through. This was the earlier opportunity where Ben Jackson stayed on his line and ended up smothering the ball right at the last minute as Isaac went through. But the ball played through into the path of Karimi was sublime. And Frenz United go 1-0 up. So there's confirmation. There's Habel Karimi, the man that has given Frenz United the lead. Well, it's going to give them something to hang on to here. As we mentioned, Liverpool only arriving late last night, thrown into action within 18 hours of being here. Surely can't be as good for them as they would have hoped. So they're going to have to pull a few stops out here to get a result. Of course, the first matches are the group stages. 3 games to be played, 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw. So plenty of time, but Liverpool have gone in as favourites as Maxwell bears down on goal, threads it wide. Travis pulls it back looking for Wilson, but that's good defending again from Ayep. Nima keeps it simple. Fire slows it down. Ayep with another long ball forwards, and the keeper this time comes late. It's broken free though into Yugan. Yugan with an open goal! Yugan makes it 2. Well, we said that there were problems in goal for Liverpool. We highlighted the fact that they only have 1 goalkeeper here at the moment. And Ben Jackson got caught out there yet again. But it's a cool finish from Yugan. The central defenders, Tom Brewitt and Corey Whelan, getting caught square for the 2nd time in the space of 3 minutes. And it's totally against the run of play because Liverpool dictated the first 15 minutes or so. But the last 3 or 4 minutes have belonged to Frenz United as they take a 2-goal lead. Well, that's a turn up for the Bucks. They scored 1 at Melwood. They've managed to score 2 here at the Gloria Sriwijaya in Palembang. And Liverpool now really have it all to do. In fact, they've sent a couple of subs out to go and warm up. They're just making their way back to the bench. Just wonder if the changes will be made sooner rather than later. Lovely ball threaded through for Nicholas. Nicholas is through on goal. It's still Nicholas. Well, that's the deficit reduced to 1. We have had a mad 4 minutes here in Palembang. 3 goals, 2 in favour of the host side, and Liverpool through Callum Nicholas have managed to pull one back. Well, that's what happens when you get youth football. Anything can happen. Well, it looks so comfortable for Frenz after scoring the 2 goals, although Liverpool had knocked on the door on a couple of occasions. Finally, they get their breakthrough. Now we're really going to have a game on. Whelan heads it back inside, picked up by Reza Karimi. A little bit of time and space for Reza. Reza goes past 1, goes past 2, still comes away with the ball. Has options in the box. Keeps it simple. Blocked from Travis. Azrael doing well. And in the end, the ball just hacked away to safety. Wilson running at the defence. Well-timed challenge there from Amaru. Faiz just trying to dink it inside of Travis. Well read by the fullback though. Madja. As quick as you like, Akbar putting the challenge in. And the referee has called for a water break. It is, of course, at 3:25 local time as we see the first goal go in. Lovely little chip there from Reza Habel Karimi, just lifting it over the keeper, Ben Jackson, who was stranded. But again, the 2 central defenders caught in absolute no man's land, as they were for the second goal as well. So it'll be a 60-second water break. Give the opportunity for the Liverpool players just to regroup themselves. They've managed to fight back though. Sloppy defending in the ranks of the Frenz United defenders. That is why they managed to pull a goal back through Callum Nicholas. There's the ball from Antonia Madja Gomez. Callum Nicholas just tried to flick it past, got a little bit fortuitous there. And the man that joined from Man United just last year made absolutely no mistake. So the whistle goes, we'll go back to where we were. This time of the day, it is very, very hot and sticky, I can tell you that. We're all sweating here, I think it's fair to say, in the main grandstand. Ewan Hatimi, the assistant manager, that was the head coach, Mohamed Zaid, who must be pleased with the way that things have gone in the opening 23 minutes or so. As it is, it's going to be a Liverpool throw. And we're back underway. Johnson. Madja tries to help that one on. Easily read though from Amaru. Brewitt just tries to work the channel. Nima, who's only 16, big and strong, just manages to guide that one out. Bit of time and space for Aizat. He should have scored a little bit earlier on. Puts one in the channel for Reza. Well played from the 16-year-old. There's a Karimi winning the corner. Ball fizzed into that near post area, just blocked clear though. Wilson it was that was there, well picked up by Gomez. Nicholas, the goal scorer. Travis. Maxwell. A little tug back there, conceding the free kick. So Nima fires it in. Gomez. Maja. Maja, who was signed from Villarreal, under 16 and 17 Spanish international. It's a powerful runner, that's for sure, coming through from the middle of the park. It is again. Gomez tees it up nicely. Here's Wilson. Ball just going away from Fires there. Travis with the throw in. Gomez skips and chinks past a couple as he falls to Wilson. Tees it up for Gomez. Blazed over the top from 10 yards out. That's the third opportunity Tony Gomez has had. And the 16-year-old Portuguese youngster still yet to hit the target. Reza Karimi. Simple inside for Akbar. Strong challenge in the middle of the park on that occasion from Nicholas. It is Akbar that tries to drill it forward once more though. Azrul. Akbar. Nicely played in behind. He's asking a question or two of Whelan. Jackson pushes it away to safety. Phillips fires that one forwards and concedes possession. Faiz throws it into Ayab. Faiz again. Reza. Gomez with a little bit of time and space and has support outside of him with Wilson, but that's great tracking back and real good work there from Akbar. It is again Akbar. Bayu. That's a lovely ball. Threaded out wide for Yugan. Oh, it looked as though that ball was a little bit flat and Yugan tried to make the best of the ball that was played into his path. But again, this Frenz United side not backing down at all as we approach the half-hour mark. Bit of time and space for Bayu. Gets it back off Akbar. Ayep. Mohamed Ayep just running at Travis. Gets his cross in, but no black shirts in the box. Well, the Black Dragons fighting and chasing every cause here. Akbar, it's a big switch from him. Lovely ball. Hazrul just not on the same wavelength there. Phillips. Maja. Back to Phillips. Travis can start from the fullback position. Maxwell. Phillips just helps it on to Johnson. Into Gomez. Gomez just tries to thread it through the eye of a needle for Nicholas. A little bit too tight in and around the box there. So that if Gomez may be suffering with a little bit of anxiety there now in front of goal, having missed the opportunities that he has so far. Man puts his foot straight through it. So an interesting conundrum here for the coaching staff of Liverpool. Neil Critchley, the head coach of this 17-18 side. A few things to ponder throughout this opening 32.5 minutes or so, because Frenz United have applied the pressure literally from the get-go. They've squeezed, they've denied Liverpool the space, and currently find themselves leading by 2-1. Remember covering the same game last year, and it ended 2-1 as well in favour of Liverpool. So these games, when these two sides come together, are very eagerly contested. Gomez finds Wilson. Wilson has the overlap with Travis. Travis looks up, delivers quality. It's forward to Gomez! And again, the confidence not there from the striker. Pulled his shot well wide. What an opportunity that was. And you can just see Harry Wilson having a word there with Tony Gomez, just saying, just calm down, just relax when you're in front of goal. That is the 4th opportunity that Gomez has had in this first 45 minutes. And we're not even at the 45 minutes yet. Still 11.5 minutes to go. Currently Frenz United 2, Liverpool 1. The Frenz International Cup 2015. Split between Indonesia and Malaysia. 16 teams from all over the world have congregated down in Southeast Asia in what is turning out to be a mainstay on the calendar, with the quality of teams getting better year on year. Amrul just foot straight through the ball. Johnson having to deal with it. No nonsense defending. Liverpool send their substitutes out to go and warm up once more down in front of us. Just wonder what tactical changes will be made there. That's lovely done from Reza. There's a slow again. Reza makes it 3. Well, this boy is touted as one for the future. Reza Habal Karimi. He has the ability, that you can see. And what a finish that was to boot. But again, the Liverpool defence napping and all over the place. Reza Karimi skips past 1. Jinks past 2 and just tucks it into that far corner. Frenz United can hardly believe their luck. There you go, a very, very happy man there. I can't quite believe this. Mind you, that being said, there's still plenty of time for Liverpool to get back into this one. Wilson cuts inside and just overplays it on that occasion as it goes out for a goal kick. Frenz United, well, they employed the help of John McMahon, formerly of Tranmere Rovers, the assistant coach there to Ronnie Moore, and he's come over. He said he needed a little bit more time to try and galvanise and work with the team, but it just shows the work that has been done has really improved this side and is benefiting them no end. He's on a hat-trick. He wants to show off, does Reza, finds Yugan. Yugan closed down quickly. Maxwell feeds it into Gomez. Gomez with a little bit of time and space. Nima tracking back in there. Gomez skips clear. Arriving late is Wilson. Good defending from Fires. Did well just to get ahead there. Ayo. Not the best ball from him. Reza skips back to his feet and gets it where he wanted it this time, at his feet. Reza Karimi taking his time. Bayo. Fires. To Bayo. And a little bit of showboat in there. Isaac just caught in possession. Wilson into Nicholas. To Madja. Madja with a bit of time and space. Madja tries to feed it back into Wilson. Azrael clears his lines. That's good play from Yuga. Reza's making another run. This time the Liverpool defence stepped up. Travis just checking at that right moment. The flag's gone off for offside. Reza's gone down and Liverpool not being as friendly as they possibly could. Good work from Phillips. Gets it back off Wilson. Phillips again. They wanted to keep going there. Reza Karimi down on the ground and didn't really see what happened there because he closed down quickly, but seems to have just picked up a knock. He's been the hero of the first half, that's for sure. Reza Habal Karimi. Question is will Liverpool give the ball back? Sportingly they do. Strong challenge coming in there as Gomez picks up the loose ball. Gomez has options and one of them is Nicholas, who's bearing down on goal. This man doing just enough there. Just under 5 minutes to go, this first 45 minutes. It's the Frenz International Cup, the third edition of this competition. 16 teams from all over the world, splitting themselves between Malaysia and Indonesia. It's currently French United Indonesia beating Liverpool by 3-1 as Nicholas looks to pull the trigger. Gomez picks up the loose ball. Maja. Still Maja. Can he keep it in play? That's the question. No was the answer. Man in and out short to Amaral. Pitches foot through the ball to the middle of nowhere. There's that run again from Antonio Gomez. Maja, as he's known. Just couldn't keep that one in play. Gomez putting the challenges in. Maxwell going through everything except Nima, who's there and helps it forwards. Lovely ball played through, looking for Isaac. Isaac skips past Jackson. Isaac looks up. Just keeps it in the end. There's that. Trying for the hat-trick, just wide. Well, Ben Jackson had to be careful there because Liverpool only have one goalkeeper out here. And if he'd have taken out Mohamed Isaac, there could have been all sorts of trouble. Again, good running going forwards from the Frenz players. Getting in beyond the defenders of Liverpool. Akbar. This time plays one over the top and onside is Ayub. Ayub bearing down on goal. Ayub pulls the trigger. That's better from Jackson. Got his body right behind the ball. And again now, French United applying that pressure. Bayu. Reza, back to Bayu. Claudia Whelan having to come across and deal with that. It's a Liverpool throw. Taken quickly. Maxwell switching play. Phillips. Over the top, a lovely ball for Wilson. Wilson's in here. That was a brilliant challenge as well from Amaral. You can see that the boy's got pace. He read that one extremely well. As Karimi concedes the free kick. As we come into the end of the 45 minutes, where there'll be 4 minutes of time added on. Whelan.
Additional time for
Goes up with 4 minutes on. As Gomez picks up the loose ball. Gomez threads it through. The flag's gone up though. Great run from Nicholas. Just went a fraction too early. Well, you're talking inches there, not miles. That gets us back underway. Nice ball up the line for Aizat. Aizat tried to use his pace to get in behind. Challenge from Whelan has resulted in it being a goal kick. Travis works the channel again. Well read from Nima. Dagestani, the Iranian. It's a poor ball from Maxwell. Another one as well. Two in the space of a few seconds. Akbar losing out. Maxwell again with the ball. This time threads it wide for Travis. Well closed down. Travis came a long, long way there. Wilson getting caught. Maxwell just got his body in the way there. Ayep. On the ball, technically, just conceding that free kick. Johnson into Gomez. Gomez on the turn. Gomez shoots. The follow-up was brilliant from Wilson, and the Welsh international has pulled a goal back right on the stroke of half-time. What an important goal that could prove to be. Well, that was a cool finish from the man that has appeared for the Welsh national team. Gomez doing all the work first. Wilson following up and chucking it right in that far corner. Been at the club since he was 9 years old. Currently playing for the under-21 side. What a finish that was. The most important thing, the reason we say that could be a pivotal moment in the game, is that completely changes the half-time team talks of both managers. Here's Madja. Surely not another one before half-time. Gomez back to Madja. Just didn't have the pace to get there though. That time it was read well by Asman. Challenge from Johnson, he comes away with the ball. Strong challenge in from behind from Bayou. 4 minutes are almost up. Gomez couldn't flick that one on. It's flicked on in the end from Akbar as the half-time whistle goes. on what has been a thoroughly entertaining first 45 minutes in this first game of Group A in the Frenz International Cup 2015. It was Reza Karimi that started things off in the 16th minute. Yugan made it 2 just 3 minutes later before Callum Nicholas pulled one back for Liverpool. Reza Karimi slotted home in the 35th minute to make it 3-1 before just on the stroke of half-time, Harry Wilson has made it 3-2 at half-time here at the Stadium Gloria Sriwijaya in Palembang at the Frenz International Cup 2015. It's currently Frenz United Indonesia 3, Liverpool 2. Welcome back to the Frenz International Cup 2015. One change has been made by Liverpool. Sergio Ganos has come on, who was signed from Blackburn. It's Callum Nicholas that has gone off. It's currently Frenz United Indonesia taking on Liverpool. And it is 3-2 in favour of the local side as we see the first yellow card of the tournament. A little bit overzealous there in the challenge was Tom Brewitt. He goes into the referee's book, catching Reza Karimi, who is the 2-goal hero at the moment. There you go, the little tug on the shirt, tried to catch him as well. As it is, it's a free kick in a very dangerous position. Akbar is over this. Not much we do know, confirmation of that yellow card. It's fired goal bound and wide in the end from Mohamed Ayub. Just couldn't hit the target from that range. Liverpool, they gave themselves a lifeline with that late goal 3 minutes into stoppage time. It's Harry Wilson that tucked it into that far corner. It'll be interesting to see how they fare here. Here's Gomez. He had a couple of opportunities in the first half but couldn't really find the target. That was his problem. Faiz that losing out. Brewitt, who went into the book. He just clears his lines. Gomez tees it up nicely, skipping past the challenges. Maxwell in the box. Maxwell pulls it back. Gomez! Good save in the end from Asman. What an important save that was. Nice ball threaded through this time. Ben Jackson alive and on his toes. It's a Maxwell. Travis. Ganos, man that was signed from Barcelona, the under-16 and 17 Spanish international, fires it across goal. Amaral blocks it clear. An unbelievable, explosive start to this tournament. 5 goals in the first 45 minutes. We could nearly have had another one here as it was pulled back. Gomez, great touch from him. Slotted it straight through the middle. Asman Baram with a save in the end. Is that a penalty? Was there a trip? The referee saying play on. Canos jumps to his feet. Canos, good from him. Maxwell. Still Maxwell. Still Maxwell. Cuts it back, just looking there for Canos, but just couldn't cut it back enough. Frenz United under a little bit of pressure here. They were in the first 15 minutes of the match, but there's time and space for the man that scored 2 so far, Reza Karimi. Lovely little flick round the corner. Back to him. Karimi. Into Yugan. Teed up nicely again. This time Bayu just couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough. And now this game really opening up. Maxwell tries to work the channel. Finds Canos. Canos skips past the challenge. The Spaniard bearing down on goal. Nobody there. And in the end, as cool as you like, Admiral clears his lines. That's another wake-up call for this Frenz United team. That's twice that Liverpool have gone close, and it's twice that Canos is the man that's causing the problems. Macha. Phillips. It's a lovely touch from Canos, who tries his luck, and he dips just over the top. Well, Liverpool look like a different team since he's come on. He really does look enterprising. He's caused all the problems, and yet again, wasn't a million miles away there either. Attacking the ball. And a call from Johnson behind, so miscommunication there. A little bit of treatment needed for Reza Karimi. Maja trying to create a yard for himself, gets taken out and wins the free kick. Yugan back there tracking in. Brewitt. The big long ball easily dealt with by Amaral. Leaving winning it back. Was ever so well to skip past a couple of challenges, but Madge's there to mop things up. Maxwell. It's a lovely ball for Gomez. Surely this time, Gomez rounds the keeper and makes absolutely no mistake. That's a stunning goal from him. Well, his confidence had taken a beating in that first half, having missed 3 or 4 real clear-cut opportunities. But the 16-year-old Tony Gomez from Portugal makes absolutely no mistake to draw this game level. And what a cool finish that was. Did ever so well, outfoxed Asman in goal, sidestepped him, and cool as you like, slotted it into the back of the empty net. Now, let's see what both sides are made of here. There is going to be another change in a few moments' time. It is going to be Isaac that comes off. Daniel Amir will come on.
Substitution for Frenz Indonesia, player number 11, Muhammad Izan Mulis bin Muhammad Yasin, replaced by player number 21, Muhammad Daniel Amin bin Austin.
Allowing Bayu to get forwards a little bit more. Here's Gomez buoyed by the fact that he scored the goal, but just overruns that one. Little nudge in the back there on Maxwell. He wins the free kick. In fact, it's gone against him. So Nima will be the man that will look to deliver this one forwards. Looks just to keep it simple instead. Azrael. To Nima. Trying to link up with his countryman Karimi there. Amrul. Lovely little layoff from Reza Karimi. Yugan, scorer of the second goal. Just wants to skip past 2 or 3 challenges, gets caught there, play continues, but the referee eventually blowing for the free kick. Yugan Pubathi, great work from him. Just getting caught again, it was Maxwell that was in strong with the challenge. Azrael delivers, easily dealt with. Maxwell with a header. Gomez scampering back to his feet as well before committing the foul. Well, that didn't look good at all. Akbar taking his time to go down. That's really not good. You could see the way that he went down. Oh, his ankle just got caught in the pitch there, and as he got up, didn't look good at all. As though he went over on his ankle, and that'll be a big loss for Frenz United, that's for sure, because he sat in there and done that defensive job in front of the back four. Has been pretty solid. Here's the goal. Good work from Tony Gomez. Just jinking it past the goalkeeper. Drilling it home to make absolutely no mistake. See him come back on as Frenz get back on with the game. There are 2 other games, of which they do know. Liverpool will take on Feyenoord in their second match, which will be in 2 days' time. Frenz United will take on Guangzhou. It's Guangzhou that will take on Feyenoord a little bit later on. Akbar back to his feet and running around as though nothing had happened. That'll be good news for the Frenz United side. Whelan keeps it simple. Brewitt. Phillips to Maxwell. Two high feet there. Was the worst of the 2 evils. Both players with their legs raised. Liverpool looking to play from the back again. Whelan into the middle of the park. Phillips gets caught in possession. A real chance here for Bayo. Bayo gets caught. No penalty. Play continues again. Daniel tries to get it back. Johnson tries to shepherd it and retain possession, which he does. The sliding challenges fly in, and it's George Johnson that's penalised. For Manchester it was that was going through and got caught. That was the free kick on the halfway line. Both players committed to the challenge. Give a much needed respite to the Liverpool boys that can get some fluids on board. Took them 8 minutes into the second half to draw level. This, of course, the Frenz International Cup 2015. Group A, Guangzhou Feyenoord, French United, Indonesia and Liverpool. Group B, Chonburi Internacional from Brazil, Kashima Antlers and Valencia. Those two groups are based here in Palembang. It's a lovely ball over the top, looking for Ayo. Keeps it simple, fires with the ball in. Gets blocked and lack of communication. Ben Jackson was looking as though he wanted to pick that up. Ruud left it. He said, I heard the call, but Jackson wanted to put his foot through the ball. All not well in the Liverpool back line. Yours, mine, away, corner. Three Black Dragons in the box. It's headed in the air from Johnson. Well won though. Daniel tries a shot from range, well blocked from Johnson. Azrael. Good time and space for Akbar. Reza tried to roll it into Yugan, and the long ball cleared. Canos it is that's closing down. Play from Asman though, keeping it simple in goal. Ayo fires it all the way to Yugan up this near side. Azrael. Just a little bit too much on that. Yugan unable to get there. Challenge from behind from Azrael. Again, French United applying the pressure. Whelan finally puts his foot through it. Gomez waited for the ball. That was the wrong thing to do. Amaral just nipped in front and won it. Just wonder if he checked up there and may have a problem with his calf. Are they hoping that that's okay? Daniel keeps it simple. Faiz finding Ayub. Lovely little give and go. Ayub has options in the box. One of them is Bayu. Play continues. The strong challenges start to come in now from Liverpool. Canos Threads it into the path of Maxwell. Maxwell's in. Maxwell checks back. Good defending again from Amaral. Right place at the right time. Well, again, Liverpool showing that they can turn defence into attack very, very quickly. So the trainer working overtime for Frenz United. Hamid Ali Musa is the goalkeeping coach. Ahmad Faiz Fahan is the physio. They do have a full staff here and a full staff in Malaysia. As the corner is whipped to that far post area. Molly back down, and the little flick forwards from Canos just couldn't outfox Asman, who won the header, and the Spaniard just couldn't find the back of the net. Yugan. Daniel closed down quickly. Travis, a little bit of time and space to move into. Canos. Gomez. As well to keep the ball. Maxwell. Tried to create a space that wasn't there. Just doing enough on the header. Maja finds Phillips. Maxwell. Canos delivers. With a block away. That means that the substitute can be made. Mohamed Ayab, who went down, has been stretchered off. It's Rizwan Usman comes on. Play will go on though. Just over 20 minutes to go. 3-3 it is. What a thoroughly entertaining game of football we've had. He's on. Oh, that's a close decision. The whistle has gone. This one, Usman, who's just come on. That was close. But the ball's played. That is a close call. Fans have been trickling in whilst this game's going on. Always good to see the future of tomorrow playing today. Nazrul just waited a little bit too long, but then did well to win the throw-in. And a water break. Drinks breaks have been called again. So there'll be another stoppage for a minute whilst both sides refresh themselves. If you're just joining us, this is the Frenz International Cup 2015. So Group A, it's the first game of the tournament, and it is seeing Frenz United Indonesia taking on Liverpool FC. Started so well for the Black Dragons. Reza Karimi scoring after just 16 minutes. They hadn't really touched the ball the first 15 minutes, Frenz United, but then beyond all belief, Yugan Pubathi made it 2-0. After that was just 3 minutes later. In the 20th minute, it was Callum Nicholas that pulled one back for Liverpool to make it 2-1. There's a Karimi scoring again in the 35th minute to make it 3-1. And that lifeline, and we said at the time how important that goal could be from Harry Wilson. 3 minutes into stoppage time at the first half to make it 3-2. Shows that the team talks were slightly different at half-time, and it was Tony Gomez who was low on confidence, it has to be said, in that first 45 minutes, missing 3 or 4 great opportunities. He rounded the keeper and slotted home, and that is where we are at the moment. All square, 3-3. First game of the Frenz International Cup, and what a belter it's been. So back underway, and it's Frenz. Oh, that looked as though they were trying to get lively and create a problem there, as it was. I've waited for Azrael to come forwards. Liverpool closing down quickly, but can't clear their lines. Pullback not the best, but they got away with it. Travis just couldn't beat his man. Whelan. Travis. Gomez threads it through for Canos. Flicked away from Amaral, only as far as Gomez. Gomez has options in the box. Wilson's at the far post. It's hung up for Wilson. It's a little bit too heavy for him. Challenges flying in again. Nonetheless, it's going to be a throw in. Maxwell. Still Maxwell. Time and space for Maxwell. Finds Gomez. Gomez, good feet from him, finds Wilson. Wilson inside the box. Just gets forced away. Akbar finally back to his feet. Looks as though he's struggling a bit. Oh, that's well closed down. Whelan doing well though to rescue the situation. Free kick awarded. Maja. The little flick from Wilson is brilliant. Good challenge though. Nima coming across and dealing with the situation. Corner. Wilson to deliver. It's a great ball in as well. Oh, it's just hit. It looks like it was Whelan that was in there at the far post. What a chance that was. It's as though Frenz are going to run into that. The final change has just been an error in goal again. It's terrible from Jackson. Spot on from Bayou, and again Ben Jackson with an awful error. He's definitely had a game to forget, that's for sure. Well, now with time ticking by, that could be the little bit of luck that the French United side need. The fans just behind me and just next to me are going absolutely ballistic over here. I think they enjoyed that one.
Substitution for French United Indonesia, player number 18, replaced by player number 30.
So Liverpool have it all to do again. It's a nice ball play forwards. Nima drills it forwards, Johnson deals with it. Madja picks up the loose ball. There's a spring in the step now of this Frenz side. That's lovely play from Yugan. Oh dear, that's not good. Reza Karimi pulling up there with what looks like a calf injury. They've already made a change with Akbar going off and Frodlin coming on. They've used all three substitutes, so Reza is going to have to battle on. Here's Canos. Canos pulls it back, and the trigger is pulled by Phillips, who pushed forwards, and we're all square again. Well, that was well crafted and well worked for Liverpool down the right-hand flank. Lovely work from Canos once more, and Adam Phillips, who normally just sits in front of that back four, dictating the play and the pace of the game, arrived at the right place at the right time and smashed it home, and we're all square again. Problems for French United as players dropping like flies on both sides, it has to be said. So just 2 minutes after taking the lead, they've thrown it away again. So, what a thoroughly entertaining final few minutes we're going to have here. Here goes Travis down the flank. Keeps it simple. Maxwell. Back to Travis. Madja. Tried to find Wilson. One intercepted from Azrul. Well, Frenz United down to 10 men at the moment. Doesn't look good at the moment for them. Phillips. Nice ball into Maja. Maja keeps it simple. Wilson. Well read, well defended from Daniel. Just gone away with that Bayu. Play allowed to continue the flick forward from Reza Karimi. Over the top looking for Reza again. Whelan doing just enough to get his body in the way. Maxwell. That's a lovely turn from Gomez, who finds Canos. Canos looks up, has Gomez in the middle. Good tracking back though, and solid defending from Rizwan. Bayu. Karimi wins the throw in. Gomez does well to truck back in there, as does Maja. Challenges are coming in thick and fast now. The time and space for Yugan. Seems like ages ago when he scored the second goal. Here he is in behind the defenders. He looks up. Whelan was in the way, just as well he was. Taken quickly, bit of time and space for Daniel. Daniel fires one in, it's not a bad ball! A free header on the far post, and again, Frenz United take the lead. You couldn't write a script like this, it's unbelievable what is happening here. I've seen some games of football in my time, but I don't think I've seen one as thoroughly entertaining as this. It's the substitute, Rizwan Yusman, that comes in at the far post and heads it into that bottom corner. And Frenz United have taken the lead yet again. Well, absolutely unbelievable. They went 2-0 up before it being 3-1 and 3-2. Then Liverpool pegged them all back to 3-all. They took the lead 4-3. They've now taken the lead 5-4 after being pegged back again. Can they hang on for the last 6.5 minutes? Liverpool getting ready to make another change. Here's Reza Karimi. Just looks to keep it simple. Long range shots. Not the best from Daniel. Maxwell. A bit of time and space for Canos. Well, Nima, the centre half or fullback, has run the length of the field of play here. Big strapping lad that he is, does well to retain possession. That's a goal kick because the last touch did come off. Nima Dagestani. Here's the change. It is going to be Kane Lewis. It's coming on. It's George Johnson going off. So the man that joined from Brentford in the summer of 2014. Well, in fact, we don't get a chance to make that change just yet. There is going to be another change as well. like Chris Owens is getting ready to come on as well. Ball tucked up the line for Canos. Canos pulls it back, the little step over! And Johnny on the spot yet again is Harry Wilson. Well, this is like playing football in the park. Jumpers for goalposts, goals all over the place. What an advert for the Frenz International Cup, because it's Harry Wilson that has drawn things all level with just minutes to go. Can you believe it? That is unbelievable. Well, they wanted to make the other change, Liverpool, but the board isn't ready. They are going all out for the win. Possession here for Yugan. Chance here as Canos looks to go around the outside. Liverpool still want to make this change, but are not getting the opportunity to do so. Good play from Gomez. Gomez cuts inside, tries to find Maxwell. In the end, Canos has to close down. Canos wins it back. It's still Canos. It's closed down very, very quickly. Oh, Liverpool get on with this really quickly. And again, Canos in the box. Canos shoots! It's padded into the path of Gomez, who makes no mistake. And almost the last kick of the game. Gomez has got his second. Well, that's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They've left it late, that's for sure. And there's just a minute on the clock. It's Liverpool that have taken the lead for the first time in this 11-goal thriller. Great work again from Canos. Asman just parrying it straight into the path of Tony Gomez, who makes absolutely no mistake. Is that going to be the end of the challenge of Frenz United, or can they now come back in these final closing moments? Oh, we've seen some things in our time, watching all the football that we watched throughout Asia. I don't think we've seen a game as thrilling as this for a very, very long time, that's for sure. 11 goals will just set this tournament up very, very nicely. And boy, oh boy, the 14 other teams have a hard act to follow now. Wilson with the ball forwards, looking for Gomez. While all that was going on, Chris Owens, the 16-year-old, came on for Luis Travis. Looks as though he will go to the left-hand side. I think it's Kane Lewis that's gone to the right-hand side. Harry Wilson down on the ground. Gingerly gets himself back up. Liverpool coaches are under their technical area. They're getting a little ticking off for being so. 90 minutes are up. There's 4 minutes of time. Is there going to be another late twist in what's been a magnificent game if you're a neutral watching this? And this is how football should be, and that is why you see higher score lines when you get the likes of the under-16s, the under-18s playing football. They are prone to mistakes, and they're in again here. This one cuts inside, just couldn't retain possession. Maja picks up the ball, plays it forwards into the path of Canos. You have to say his introduction at the start of the second half has been the difference with this Liverpool side. Canos cuts inside, beats two, it's still Canos. Canos! Saved by Asman, and the acrobatics! And almost a hat-trick for Gomez. Well, he looked as though he couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo in that first half. He had so many opportunities, but just couldn't convert. He's been a different man this second half, Tony Gomez, and was so close there to getting a second half hat-trick, which he would have thoroughly deserved. A little bit of stress and pressure on that bench. There were 2 goals up at one stage before being pegged back. They took the lead on 2 other occasions and now find themselves trailing with a goal that was scored in the 89th minute from Tony Gomez. We're halfway through, time added on. It looks as well as though Nima has been pushed to a more advanced position. Nima does well. Reza gets caught. There's a Karimi rolling around on the floor. That's a second yellow card in this tournament. Corey Whelan it is on this occasion that gets it. Real opportunity here. Will there be this late bit of drama? It's the 2 Iranians over the ball. It's the lefty Nima, and it's the man who's on a hat-trick, Reza Karimi. The score is 6-5 in favour of Liverpool. They took the lead in the 89th minute. It looks as though it's going to be Karimi who steps over, so it's going to be Nima with the left foot. It's Nima into the wall. Shots going forwards, a little bit of contact coming together there. Ben Jackson flies down on the ball. That is almost going to be that. 3.5 minutes of the 4 have elapsed. Canos concedes the free kick. Nasrul tries to clip one into the channel, finds touch, so Frenz will have to all push in now as the 4 minutes is about to conclude. The referee's checking his watch, is allowing play to continue for just a moment longer. Azrul rolls it back for Daniel. Daniel, a high loopy one with a header, hacked away in the end from Owens into the path of Gomez. Gomez back inside nicely as well. Maja. Well, he's still full of running. Maja finds Owens, back into Maja, and that's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool right in the final third, and you feel that that's going to be that once the ball is in play.
Down!
Wilson with the throw. Possession kept in the corner from Gomez, and there is the full-time whistle. An absolute humdinger of a game to get this tournament, the Frenz International Cup, underway. It was 3-2 at half-time, and you have to say that Wilson goal in the stroke at half-time made a massive, massive difference. Gomez scored to level things all up just 8 minutes into the second half before Bayu made it 4-3 to French United. Phillips squared things up again for Liverpool before Rizwan made it 5-4. Wilson scoring 2 minutes after that before